POPCOM is pleased to be working with a valued partner, the United Nations Population Fund or UNFPA, in organizing today's event. Today, we are fortunate to have as one of our speakers the new United Nations Resident Coordinator and Humanitarian Coordinator in the Philippines. He came into the country just a few weeks ago, fresh from his stint as Director of the Business Development and Resource Mobilization Division at the Food and Agriculture Organization. It is my honor to introduce to you Mr. Gustav Gonzalez, the United Nations Resident Coordinator in the Philippines.
Good morning to all of you. It's indeed a great pleasure to welcome all of you and have the privilege of opening the celebration of the 2020 World Population Day. As you know, this event is organized by the Commission on Population and Development and the United Nations Population Fund. As you know, I'm the new UN Resident Coordinator in Philippines, and I'm bringing with me the support of 18 UN entities for the successful celebration of this World Population Day. This 2020 World Population Day is taking place in a very particular circumstances, and at least for three reasons. Number one, this year marks also the 75th anniversary of the United Nations, that in practical terms is also the anniversary of a long-standing partnership between the Philippines and the UN, by the fact, as you know, that Philippines is one of the 51 original founding members. Number two, this year we start the last decade leading to the 2030 agenda, a decade where we are expected to achieve historic goals, a decade where we can demonstrate that, in fact, we were the generation that ended poverty and hunger. Number three, we celebrate this World Population Day in a context of an exceptional global pandemic that is affecting, as you know, the population of the planet, without exception. As mentioned by the UN Secretary General, this is a health crisis, but also a human crisis that has unveiled our fragilities and exacerbated a numbers of inequalities. A crisis that is exceeding the capacities of response of any single actor, any single country. More than ever, partnership, alliances, and coalitions are required. Since the beginning of this crisis, the UN has been very active and launched a global comprehensive response plan to the COVID-19 with three pillars. One, a large-scale and comprehensive health response, including support efforts to accelerate testing, diagnosis, treatment, and COVID-19 vaccine, all of them affordable and available to everyone, everywhere. Two, a wide range of efforts to address the most immediate socioeconomic, humanitarian, and also human rights impact of the crisis, to ensure the continuity of vital services, households and businesses, supply chain, and public service delivery. And finally, a recovery process to build forward better to address climate change, inequalities, exclusion, gaps in social protection systems, and many other fragilities that have been exposed by the pandemic. Our United Nations team in Philippines is presently working with national institutions and other partners on these three pillars, and I'm very proud for the initial results. What we have been observing in the country and globally is the tremendous impacts of the pandemic on women and girls. Looking after the health of women that not only means ensuring their protection from the pandemic, but also ensuring that women are able to access a wide range of services, including reproductive health and family planning information and services, as a matter of choice and human right. It also means that women and girls are free from gender-based violence and other harmful practices, including child marriage, that keep women and girls away from fulfilling their full potential in a dignified way. Today, I would like to express the United Nations' deep appreciation and gratitude to all the frontline health workers, especially those women who account for the 75% of the world's total health workforce. As part of the United Nations in the Philippines, you know that UNFPA works with national and local governments and civil society in upholding the rights of women and girls across three transformative goals: ending unmet need for family planning, ending preventable maternal death, and ending gender-based violence and other harmful practices against women and girls. Dear partners and colleagues, I would like to thank and congratulate UNFPA and all of you on this occasion of the World Population Day and the launch of the State of World Population Report 2020. I wish you a great success. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez, for your very insightful message. I do agree that the United Nations is and continues to be a valued partner of the Philippine government in this fight against COVID-19.